you abundantly. So we are starting our workshop today with the need. So here we are discussing how to protect yourself and your family online, how to recognize some common attacks, threats, and defend them. So you don't need to be a technical person or technical background. If you are a technical person or have a technical background, that will add some protection and some depth. In fact, we need to think about how to keep our emails safe, our social media accounts, passwords. We have many passwords. We have many devices nowadays. Phone, computer, maybe desktop, laptop. So we need to think about securing all of that, securing your home network. I have Wi-Fi at home, and I guess I'm sure everyone has. So how can we protect this network? And the question is, why? Why we need to protect our network and our devices? So for the simple answer for that, why we need to protect ourselves, because someone can impersonate you. Someone can not only steal your assets, your digital assets, steal your money, but they can harm your people, your connections, your friends, your family. So they are targeting you, not your devices. So some people, they think, why I need to protect my computer? On my machine, I have some files, not really something critical. I'm not working for this government organization, or I'm not a member of this political party. So why I need to protect myself? Again, because they can impersonate you. This is one important thing. The other, or the second point, is also they can use your network to attack other networks. So at home, I have Wi-Fi, I have a small network, my printer is connected, my IPTV or smart TV connected. So someone can hack my network, not for the assets I have there. No, they can use this network to attack a different network. So they can use my network to attack Commonwealth Bank or Medibank or somewhere else. You never know, here or overseas. In this case, this is really a big thing, a big crime, and you will get involved. So we need to protect ourselves. It's like when you leave your car, you lock your car. When you leave your house, you lock your house, definitely. So we, from time to time, we are getting some scams that really look real. We are getting messages, text message or emails, or even on WhatsApp. Your bank account is locked. You need to contact this number or reply to this email. Hi, mom, I lost my phone. This is a WhatsApp scam. I'll tell you one of the examples happened to me personally. I got a message on WhatsApp from unknown number. The number is not in my contacts. Then someone said, have you got the invitation? I said, what invitation? Oh, we have charity organization. We have a dinner event, and we are inviting you to attend this dinner. We are not asking for anything. You're just more than welcome to attend the fundraising dinner. Okay, so they are telling you to accept the invitation, WhatsApp will send you a code now. Give us this code, and this will let you accept the invitation. Here is the trick. If I accepted this code, they will control my WhatsApp. And if they control my WhatsApp, seeing all the messages, accessing all contacts, even the people I never texted on WhatsApp or communicated, they will access them. So they will access the contacts. In these contacts, I maybe have my uncle or my mom, so they can also impersonate them. So it's really, really dangerous. We need to think about that. Discussing the cybersecurity field is really a big thing, a big topic. So we will, here in this session, we will do the most important steps. Not everything. We cannot really study everything about cybersecurity. This will require months and months of learning. But today, we are discussing the most important steps we need to take. So, how they use emails? I believe all of you were getting these emails saying you want something from Kmart or calls, or you need to change your password. This is ANZ Bank, or you need to pay this invoice, or your parcel is late. Once you reply to this email, even some of us think, okay, I know this is a hacker, I will reply and swear at them. If you did that, they will know this email is active, so they will target you more and more. So don't try to tell them, oh, you're a liar, I'm not listening to you, I'm not following your steps. But once you click on this email or a link in that email, that can harm your device, whether it's a phone or a computer. So the best thing is, when you see this email, you can right click and report as scam or junk, as simple as that. Then the company that manages these email clients, for example, Google or Microsoft, they know this is a scam, and they will prevent that from spreading. So you report, it will move to junk folder, then you empty your junk folder. So we need to make sure not to click on every link comes to you. How can I recognize that? Feel of urgency, you need to act now, some spelling mistakes, some suspicious links, the sender email looks strange. You click on the sender, you click on the sender email, not the email message itself. You can just also hover your mouse on the sender, so you can know exactly the email address if you want to go this deep. But before clicking anything, you need to think, and whether this is a good email or suspicious one, because most of the time these links will lead to installing some small applications that will monitor your clicks, monitor your keyboard strokes when you type your password, or even they can steal your tokens. If we are looking a little bit technical, they can steal your identity, in other words. So you need to check the address carefully, as we mentioned, and we don't click on links. And when you want to go to your website, I mean the bank website, I need to make sure this is the bank. Just type this one, type the address, And you know that your email controls all your other accounts because they are sending codes to your email. So if I'm trying to log into my bank and I failed, the bank will send a link to my email. So if someone controls this email, so they can access that. Sometimes I request password reset. So they send the link to your email. Not only for my bank, for my social media accounts, but we are starting with securing your emails. What else? You need to think about a second layer of protection. So I have the password, but I can add additional layer. So what to do? It's really a good idea to enable what's so-called 2FA or MFA, two-factor authentications or multi-factor authentication. So you can use some apps. Let me grab my laser pointer. So I can use Microsoft Authenticator, Google Authenticator, one of them, or there are other ones also. You can use them. So I will install, for example, Microsoft Authenticator or Google one. And in this Authenticator, I will add my email logins. And every time I try to log into my email, there will be a code on the Authenticator on my phone. So I can use this code to unlock my email, to log into my email. So this will add additional layer of security. So every time I log in, I have this code. And Microsoft Authenticator on your phone will need your fingerprint or Face ID to unlock and show you the code. So even if this phone with my son cannot access these codes because the phone will, or the authenticator will ask for his Face ID or fingerprint. So we need to install one of these apps on, there are many other options. I'm just used here or mentioned a couple of examples, but feel free to use other authenticators. So we can enable multi-factor authenticator or multi-factor authentication on our accounts.
Brother Sami, just
yes.
When you use the 2FA, that Microsoft Authenticator, if you have both, if you have a normal password and using Authenticator, and your mobile battery is flat, can you still access your email without the second protection?
No.
Oh, okay. So you have to have a battery charge. Okay.
Yes, which is really good. So I want to show you something here. So this is my Google account. So all you need to do, if you want to enable two-step verification, you go to myaccount.google.com. It will ask you to log in. So you log in here, and you will see this page. And in this page, you can add the two-step verification. So every time I log in to Google, the system will send a message to my authenticator, and it will ask me to enter a code. And this code, I can find this code on my phone in my authenticator when I unlock the phone and the authenticator using my fingerprint or Face ID. So this means no one can log into this email without having that. So I added the authenticator. You can change the password. We will discuss password in a minute, password management in a minute, but for the time being, you need to add this layer. And you can add this layer not only to Google account, you can add this layer to all of your social media accounts, all of your email accounts. If you have email on Microsoft platforms like Hotmail or Outlook, if you have emails on Yahoo or any other platform, even work emails, they have the two-step verification or multi-factor authentication enabled. So you need to do that. So this is for your account. Any question here? Thank you, Sheikh Faisal, for this question. Yeah. If you have questions, you can have them on the chat also. So good. Then what will happen? They will access email, then impersonate you, and they can put everyone you know at risk. So that's why we need to enable that on different social media platforms and different email accounts. So I got a question from a colleague one day. How can I secure myself on social media? It's really a big topic, but in simple steps, first thing, try to disable social media accounts as much as you can. So do not use social media. To protect yourself on social media, please do not use social media. Really, yes, with full seriousness, try to disable as much accounts as you can on social media, because simply, if I see on Facebook, Sheikh Faisal logged in and checked in this restaurant in the city, this means with his family. Sorry, Sheikh Faisal, I'm using your name as an example here. With his family, this means his house is empty. Should I rob his house? I know him. He is a public figure. We know where he lives. Should we rob his house? He's not there. Or he traveled to Sweden or Umrah. He is in Umrah with the family and taking selfie in front of the Kaaba with all the family and making dua and everything. So this means his house is empty. I can tell someone to take everything he has. Someone on Instagram publishing this photo. So I'm getting some information from Instagram, some information from LinkedIn, some information from Facebook. I can create a full profile for this person and start targeting this person. So they call me a stalker in that case. So the best thing to do is not to publish on social media unless you need to do that. And you don't publish every moment in your life. What you feel, what you are doing, what you are eating, all these things can be used against you. Okay? So try to minimize that. Again, if you can disable as much accounts as you can, so please do. If you need a couple of accounts, that's fine. Add the additional layer of authentication. So you use the authenticator. So good. Now I have 2-3 platforms, social media platforms I'm using, and I'm using the same password. It is the same password I use for my email, and same password I use for my bank account, and same password I use for Facebook. Good. How many times we heard Facebook was hacked, Instagram was hacked? They are saying it's down. So, or some attacks happened. 1 million accounts revealed or sold on what's so-called dark web. So all of that means someone can access your password. And if you are using the same password everywhere, and I accessed one, this means I can use this password to access the rest of your accounts. So we need to make sure we use unique passwords per service, unique password per platform. And this is, of course, a challenge. And we will discuss today how to deal with this challenge. But again, we need to use unique passwords for each service. So yes, I disabled my account, my extra accounts on TikTok, fine. But I'm still using the same password with my bank account, with Centerlink, with Medibank or Medicare or my superannuation, whatever. You're using the same password. So if I can get to this one, even I'm your colleague and we're working together and I see you are typing the password on the keyboard because I'm sitting next to you, or even I'm standing behind you. So I saw your password. I know your password now while you are logging to Centerlink. Now, can I use this password to access your Facebook or your bank account? It can be. So we need to use unique passwords. So what about codes? We don't share passwords. We don't share codes. Really? But I trust my son. So I share the password with my son or daughter or family. No, please don't share. Because my son your son or my son can forget. So they will type the password on a piece of paper and they will leave this piece of paper at school. Yeah, some people, they have a piece of paper with passwords underneath their keyboard. Yeah, if I know that, so everyone else knows about that. Or they have sticky note on the screen with their passwords because they forget the password. We will discuss what you need to do with the password. So again, we don't share passwords. If the website I'm trying to log in, they are sending a code, you don't share this code with anyone. Okay. Common mistakes, common password mistakes. We use the same password for everything. We use simple password, simple numbers, or even I'm using my date of birth. No one knows that. No, your friend or any relative, they can know your date of birth. Or do you have your date of birth published on your page on Facebook? Now I know your date of birth. And if I'm your teacher and I'm teaching you in school or TAFE or Yoni, I have access also to your date of birth. So I know that. So if you are using your date of birth as a password, I know it. I'm your teacher, I know it. HR, they know it. In any company, HR people, they access your records, including your date of birth, including also your address. I'm using my address as a password. It looks really complicated, but people, they know about that. HR, they know about that. Water company, they know about that. Synergy or electricity company, they know about that. So you don't write also passwords. Do you have your passwords written in your phone notes? Or you are creating contacts with ANZ Bank with this password as a contact, Commonwealth Bank with this password as a contact? Yeah, so if someone accesses that, how can they access? You are synchronizing your accounts and contacts with many social media platforms. So please don't do that. So how can we create a strong password? You can use a phrase instead of a single word. So we have a couple of examples here. Blue car, exclamation mark, ocean, 2026. So we have capital letters, small ones, symbols, numbers, and the length of the password also. So if you have a small password like 9 characters, a strong computer can break that in 3 hours. So, or maybe less. My dogs runs fast, or my dog $sign runs fast, exclamation mark. This is a good thing. We need to add some numbers also. So longer passwords are much harder. Please note, much harder, not impossible. If I'm targeting you, I can use 20 computers at work, and these 20 computers, I can, with a small piece of software, they will act like one machine, one very strong machine, and they can break passwords in seconds. Yes. So if I'm targeting someone, I have access to 20 computers at home, in my classroom, in my home or work, in my classroom, in my meeting room, so I can use these machines, okay, as one machine that can crack your password. So the longer, the better. Good. Now, the question is, 1, how can I create secure passwords? 2, it has to be unique password per service. 3, how can I remember that? So you need to use an app. So we use Password Manager. So this is not an additional thing you need to do. It's a mandatory thing you need to do. It's essential. So you can use Bitwarden, 1Password, Apple Password Manager, Google Password Manager, any of these. There are many others. There are many other password managers, but I just used here some examples for the most common ones. So if you are using iPhone, you can use the Apple Password Manager. If you are using Android, you can use Google Password Manager. You can use Bitwarden, you can use 1Password. Personally, I use all of them. So it depends. You can use any of them on any platform. So, for example, the Google Password Manager will work on iPhone. It will work also on your computer. Bitwarden will work on everything. Apple Password, this is for Apple products. 1Password will work on everything. So use any of them. Don't use all of them. I'm using all of them because I'm teaching cybersecurity, so I need to try. So really good idea to use a password manager, and this password manager will create password, proper one. It will create a unique one per site, per service. So unique password different than for Facebook, different than the one for Instagram, for example, or Medibank, or whatever any service you use.
Sheikh Sami, sorry, question.
Yes, no problem.
So how secure do you rate these password manager apps?
All of them, they are secure.
Okay, so yeah, okay.
Yeah, all of them. Yeah. So the dilemma of password management and creating the passwords, remembering them, will be solved using any of these applications. And what you need to remember is just 1 password to unlock the app. Just 1 password to unlock the app, and this password must be a proper one. So for this 1 password, use the complex password we mentioned. So this way, we have all the passwords safe, in one place, and the app also will fill the password for you. It will fill the login details for you, so you don't need to remember. Good. Devices, definitely you need to turn on Face ID or fingerprint. My laptop has a Face ID. So the camera of my laptop on my right hand, I used the camera or the Face ID to log in. I don't need to write the password. Why? Because in that case, if I have a colleague standing next to me and he's trying to steal my password, they can't. I'm using Face ID. So we will protect now our devices. So for our devices, mostly a computer and a phone, mobile phone. So to do that, we enable Face ID or fingerprint. Good. You set your devices to lock automatically. So if I left my machine for a minute, it will lock. Of course, the best practice is you get the habit of locking your machine when you leave your desk, even at home. Even at home. Why? Even at home? Because someone can break into your house and access the computer, or a visitor, or a friend, or someone you think they are friends. So anyway, I don't want anyone to access my devices. So I will lock the machine every time I'm leaving the machine. So I will do the same also for my phone. So if I leave my phone on the desk, you need to lock your phone. Also, you turn on your phone to lock automatically. You turn on this feature after a minute or 30 seconds. Good. Maybe you are doing that, but the other points, let me grab my laser pointer. I will ask you this question. Do you have a backup of your computers? Do you have a backup of your phone? I'm sure maybe 90% of us, we don't have backup of our phones or computers or computers. Yeah, we need to have this backup. Because if I lost my phone, I don't want to lose all the family photos we had in Umrah last year, or all the memories with my kids. I don't want to lose that. I don't want someone to access that and play with these photos. Sometimes we have very, very personal photos there. Or you have copies of your documents. So you have a copy of your passport as a photo, or ID, or driving license, and so forth. So if I have access to that, this means that I can easily impersonate you and use your credentials to access other contacts, relatives, friends, and so on. So we need to back up. We need to back up our phones and computers in case you lose them, or some attacks, some virus attacks. We call it ransomware. They encrypt everything on your machine, then they ask you for $5,000 or maybe $50,000 to unlock your data. So this is a big problem. You can lose, if you have your own business for quite some time, you can lose everything in this type of attack. Ransomware attack, they access your machine, they access your network, they encrypt everything, and you cannot access a single file on your computer without paying the ransom. So if you have a backup, easy. You can just restore this backup. If I have a backup of my computer, then I lost my computer, I dropped it, I broke it, someone stole my machine, my phone dropped in the ocean, I have the backup. I have the backup And how can we back up? There are two ways. You can back up to external drive, and you can back up to the cloud. So from Microsoft, you have one drive. It's a cloud service. From Google, you have Google Drive. It's a cloud service. From Apple, you have iCloud. It's a cloud service. So it's a storage online. And this storage is as secure as your account. So you need to secure your account, then you can secure this storage. So that makes sense for everyone? Hopefully, yes. We need to back up our devices, including phone, laptop, iPad, and everything. Yeah. Good. For the apps, we need to install apps from official stores. So you have Microsoft Store or Windows One, you have Apple Store, you have Google Play. When you install the apps, do not install from links on a website somewhere. You never know what's happening there. So I need to install an app to read PDF files on my phone or computer. You try to, or you need to do this installation from official stores. So you don't download files from unknown sources, or you go to torrent. Some of you can use torrent to access some apps and so on. Sometimes, I know this one very well, because I have seen that in many countries, I need to get Microsoft Office, and it costs this amount of money, let's say $200. And I cannot really afford this payment. So what to do? I will try to get a cracked version of Microsoft Office. I will search online, find a cracked version. In some countries, they are selling that with the newspaper. Yes, you go to the newspaper agency and they are selling cracked software in some countries. Okay. And you can get Microsoft Office for $5 or $2 in some countries. I have seen that myself, and I have tried that myself. So cracked software, it will work in front of you, but in the background, they are stealing everything. They are logging everything. They are stalking you. They know about your credentials. They know about your family photos. They know about your locations. So cracked software means you are installing a spy on your machine, active spy on your machine. So please never do that. So what to do? I need the Office, and it costs this amount of money. I cannot afford this money. There are alternative free options. For Microsoft Office, we can have Google Docs. It's for free. There is something called Open Office. There is something called the LibreOffice. So if you are using Mac, also MacBook laptop from Apple, their Office alternative comes with the machine. So it's for free. So there are many free, secure, safe options. LibreOffice, Open Office, Google Docs, Apple Office equivalent, yeah, Apple applications. So we can use that. For the public Wi-Fi, so public Wi-Fi and VPN. First thing, let's say I'm at Carousel doing some shopping there. I don't want to really spend my data, so I will disable my data and log into Carousel Wi-Fi or any place, any public Wi-Fi. I will use them. That will save some data. I can watch some videos, and during that time, someone is sitting there and waiting for victims to log in to public Wi-Fi. another person, another team, not the management of Carousel, but someone sitting in the food court, and they are hackers. So they are waiting for someone to try to log in. Then you logged into your Facebook, they have access to that. You logged into your bank, they have access to that, so they can see the traffic. So simply never use public Wi-Fi unless it's really, really, really needed. Other than that, please never use public Wi-Fi, because as you access it, hackers also can access that. Additional layer of security, VPN, virtual private network. VPN is a software you install on your computer and your phone, and when you connect to different sites, it's a good idea to enable the VPN for privacy also. So it's an additional layer of security. Some VPNs are free, some VPNs are paid. But if you are installing VPN, please make sure the company created this VPN is a company from a country that we can trust. Okay. So,
sorry.
Yeah.
Can you give us an example of a VPN that you recommend?
At the moment, this question is really hard because of the VPNs in the market. Most of them from a company or a country that we can't trust. But it depends on the level of privacy you need to achieve. I am using NordVPN. Okay, so this is the one I'm using at the moment. Till now, what I know about this, I'm not doing any marketing definitely, but what I know about this organization is we can trust this organization. Okay, so yeah, answering your question, I'm using Nord myself.
Is Proton VPN also considered safe?
Sorry, what was that?
Proton.
Yes. Proton VPN considered safe, and Proton email also considered safe.
Yep.
Yeah, thank you for this example. Yes, considered safe. A few years ago, I was using a different VPN, then discovered, or the company created this VPN owned by another company from a country that we cannot really trust. Same applies to browsers. So, for example, we are using Chrome browser everywhere. You can trust the Chrome browser to a certain level. If you are if you are targeting or planning to have more privacy, if you want, let's say you are a journalist and you need more protection, more privacy, so you need to use different browser, not Chrome. You can use Brave browser. Brave, it's a lion. It's a browser with a lion icon or symbol. So Brave browser is more secure and for privacy. And there is a browser called Tor, T-O-R. T-O-R, Tor browser is acronym for the Onion Relay. It's a way of protection, and again, there is no 100% safety or protection or privacy online. If you want it to be 100% secure online, don't be online. As simple as that. So there is no 100% secure system. There is no 100% privacy. There is no 100% secure communication. Once you are using a phone, even having your phone on the desk, it's by itself, not using it, this is a big talent. So we are just adding layers and layers of protection to reduce the number of attacks. But again, if you are, for example, a public figure or someone, I don't want to mention names, but you are someone famous, someone can be targeted by competitors or people on the opposite side of your ideology or thoughts. They can target you, and you need to add more layers of protection and privacy. And yeah, this is a big discussion, but there is no 100% secure system, unfortunately. What about your apps? You have some apps on your phone. Everyone telling me about a good app. I will install and try. I read this article about a nice app. Let me try. So I have 10 PDF readers, and I have 4 maps. I have Google Map, Apple Map, Waze, XYZ. You don't need all of that. Please try to remove any unneeded app. How can I know it's unneeded? If you didn't use the app for the past 3 to 6 months, please remove it from your phone. Because each app you install on your phone or computer, this is a potential for attack. So any app you don't use, you don't need, remove it. And make sure all apps, they don't access your contacts, they don't access your microphone, they don't access your camera, and they don't access your location. So you need to disable that. And you can disable that from the settings of your phone, whatever the phone you are using. So there is a way to disable this access to your location. Okay? Location, microphone, camera, and contacts. So you need to disable this access. And definitely, as we agreed, we need to remove any extra apps. So anything you don't use, this PDF reader, you have 5 of them, remove 4 of them. If you never open a PDF, remove all of them. I know after some time, it's really hard to remove the apps. We feel like some kind of connection, and this is normal human nature, but please remove any unneeded apps as you will remove any unneeded social media platform accounts. Yeah, different platforms and different accounts. Okay, how can I keep my computer safe and my phone safe? You update my phone, whether it's iPhone or Samsung or whatever. We need to update the systems. We need to update the systems. So enable automatic update on your machines, and we use security software, so some personal firewall on the computer. You lock the screen if you are away from the device. You don't download files from unknown sources. Also, you can, as we agreed, also, we need to backup and upgrade. So what is the difference between upgrade and update? Anyone can tell me in the chat? In the chat, what is the difference between update and upgrade?
Update is like when you install something, but when you upgrade, it makes it better.
Okay, thank you for your input. Anything else?
No.
Okay, thank you. Anyone else?
Oh yeah, you upgrade the device. You make it like better.
Yeah.
Then
Yeah. Okay, I'm just checking the questions on the chat. It's a good idea to answer. If you use public Wi-Fi, your device is still at risk. Your account may be at risk. So, good idea to change passwords. So, I have on my machine, I have Windows 11. So I will update my Windows 11. I have antivirus. I will update the antivirus. I have old version of Windows. So I have Windows 7. You need to change Windows 7 to Windows 11. This is an upgrade. So this is an upgrade. Moving from Windows 7 to Windows 11, this is an upgrade. But updating Windows 11 to latest version, I mean, with the security updates, patches, and everything. So I have old computer 10 years ago. Good idea to upgrade this machine. I have an old phone. I'm using it since 10 years. Good idea to upgrade that. Because the manufacturer, they stopped releasing new updates for your device. If this is the case, you need to do the upgrade. So moving from, again, this is example, from Windows 7 to Windows 11, this is upgrade. Updating Windows 11, this is the update. Okay, if anyone here still using Windows 7, please consider upgrading. If anyone here using a computer that is not really supported, think about upgrading. And we will discuss also some other devices needs upgrade. Now, what about my Wi-Fi? At home, I have a network and I have Wi-Fi. So, first question, and we need to think about that before going into these details, is when was your router installed in your house? When did you get this router? If it's 5-6 years ago or more, please consider upgrading. Please consider upgrading. So if your router is older than 5 years, I strongly recommend upgrading your router. How can you upgrade the router? You have some options. You can contact your internet service provider and tell them we need to upgrade the router for free. Just tell them that I need to upgrade my router for free. So otherwise, I'll go to a different one and get a new router, new service, new everything. Most probably, they will offer you a discounted one. Sometimes they ask for only $10 shipping cost. So this is the easiest way. You contact your internet service provider and ask for upgrade or upgrading your router if it is older than 5 years. The other option is you go to some computer shops and you buy a new one. Then you connect the new one, but you need to transfer the configuration from one router to another so you can back up your router. Good. When you get this router, have you changed the password? In fact, we have two passwords. Clarifying that is really important. So please, I need your attention. Okay? Forget about anything around you and give me your attention here. So we have two passwords for the router, not only one. We have the management password. So I log into the router and manage this router. And I use a password for that. And this password will be written at the back of the router. So if you check your router from the back or bottom, you will find the password there. So this is the first password. And we need to change this one. We need to change the default password. Why? Because if I search online, I can find the default password for any router in the world. Okay? So this is the first password. The second password is the Wi-Fi password. So your Wi-Fi password, we need also to change this password. By default, you have one password came with the router, and you need to change this password. So we need to change the password and follow the same rules. A complex one, lengthy one, instead of just a simple one. Why? Because my neighbor can hack my network and they can see all the photos I have on my computer, or they can see my login credentials to my bank. So, or they can use my network to attack other organizations. So we need to change Wi-Fi password, and I'll show you that in a moment. Good. What else? The password, I may share this password with some friends. So they visited me at home. They requested access to internet. So they are my friends. So I give them the Wi-Fi password. That happened 5 years ago. And they are not friends anymore. I don't know them. We had some conflict over something. So we are not friends anymore. But they still have my Wi-Fi password that I gave them 5 years ago. And I never changed this password. So they still have access to my Wi-Fi. So if any one of them passing by my house, they access my network. If any one of them parked their car in front of my house or at the back of my house, so I cannot notice them, they have access to my Wi-Fi. So they see everything. Any paper I print on the Wi-Fi printer, they have a copy of it. Any credential I use to access my Facebook, they have a copy of it. So we need to change these two passwords. Also, if your router is older than 5 years ago, so most probably the software on this router cannot be updated automatically. So the router will not check for updates and install its updates. Again, most probably. So this means I need to upgrade this software or updates this software. It depends on the version manually. So I need to check my router model. Then I'll go online, search for how can I upgrade the firmware. Firmware is the software embedded on a device. How can I upgrade software or firmware of my router model XYZ? Then I will find the steps from the router manufacturer. Let's say this router made by D-Link. So I will find that software on D-Link website. So we need to upgrade this firmware. Should I do that for other devices? If you have a smart TV, you need to do that also for your smart TV, which is upgrading your firmware manually or automatically. Enable that automatically. You just need to search online. So I need to secure my Wi-Fi. I will change the router's default password, strong encryption, update the router's firmware. If you have visitors every now and then or frequently, you can create a guest network for these visitors. It's really a good idea to separate a guest network from your house. If you have a smart home devices, for example, smart lights or smart TV, you can create a separate network because they are easy to hack. They don't have antivirus there. They don't have firewall there. So on my smart TV, I don't have an antivirus. I don't have a firewall. I don't have any security controls there. So good idea to create a separate network for this one. Again, this is the additional level. So let me show you here. So this is my router interface. How can I access that? So I put the gateway or the IP address of my router. How can I know that? It's written on your router. On the back of your router, this IP address, these numbers written on your router at the back of your router, you have this number. So you put it in the browser. So this is Chrome. You put the IP there, then you see interface like that. And my router I'm using here, for example, so this is the one I'm using for training. So this router from TP-Link, and I want you to see what I have here. Really, really important. This router is Wi-Fi version 6. So this is the router I got a few months ago. Just 3-4 months ago, Wi-Fi 6. Nowadays, we have Wi-Fi 7. I strongly recommend you get the Wi-Fi 6 or 7. I strongly recommend you upgrade your router to Wi-Fi 6 or 7. Again, you contact your internet service provider, or you can buy it from anywhere, online or any computer shop. So here, this is the admin password, not the Wi-Fi. So the admin password I have here. You see it uses my Face ID to fill in the password. Good, now I'm here. I cannot show you every item here for 2 reasons. That will take a long time, and there are some privacy details, so I don't want to show you everything here, but just wanted to show you the following. Guest network can be created here, so I can click and create a guest network if I need to receive guests in my house multiple times. So you create a guest network. We have parental controls here. So if I want my kids or family members, they don't access some sites, I can enable that here. Updates, upgrades, changing router password, and encryption also can be enabled in this area. So from this area, I can change that. I can change my default passwords. I can, for the Wi-Fi, I can also create the guest network, and I can do the updates from the advanced area updates to my firmware. So really good idea to have that. Okay, going back to presentation. Any question at the moment?
I just want to maybe highlight or reference that Internet of Things devices. Sometimes they don't work with Wi-Fi 6, and really old phones don't work with Wi-Fi 6. So it might be, I'm just suggesting, if you have an IoT smart devices, get them on one network, which is the old one, and your devices, your laptops and phones to use the Wi-Fi 6. I have that, but the challenge is when you want to print, then you want to go to the IoT network.
Yeah. Security comes with a price. In simple words, yes. This price can be cost. So if you want to increase your security level, definitely you will pay some additional costs, some efforts, some time. You spend some time and effort. So definitely, and it's worth. So, and security is a trade-off. In many cases, you need to secure something, so it will be harder for you to use it. It's like, again, driving your car. You need to open the garage door, step 1, then unlock your car, step 2, then you switch on your car, step 3. So 3 steps. If I have my car outside the garage, so I removed 1 step, but again, it's less secure. If I unlock my car, I may not find the car. So, leave it unlocked. So, yeah, it comes with a price. So, really good idea to think about updating and upgrading. It's part of the maintenance and security levels and controls. So, thank you for your input, Hassan. Appreciate it. In Australia, we see some scams like, Australian Post, they are sending some SMSs, of course, fake ones, some fake bank alerts, some tax scams. Yeah, nowadays we are reaching the end of financial year, so you will get some tax scams and phone calls sometimes. So please make sure you remember that and be aware that messages that telling you need to act quickly, it's really a scam or too good to be true. Yeah, you have won $1 million, these emails. Don't share your verification code. So we stop, think, verify, then I can call my bank or I can call Australian Post. So I can do that, and we don't trust every message or every email. So action plan. What we need to do. We need to do that today. So we need to do that today. Yeah, it's a homework. Yeah. So you need to turn on 2-step verification on your accounts, social media accounts, email accounts. If you have 20 social media accounts, please try to get rid of 19 or 18 of them, or all of them in some cases. Yeah. I have many friends, they don't have Facebook accounts, which is good. They don't have Instagram, they don't have TikTok. Yeah. We need to change passwords. So we will enable 2-step verification. So we will do that. We will have authenticator from any provider. We will change passwords. So you will use password manager. You will update the software on different devices, including your smart TV, because my smart TV has a mic. There is a microphone there. I don't have camera in my smart TV. Some smart TVs, they have cameras. So if someone hacked into your smart TV, which has a camera and a mic, so they can see you and hear you. Okay. So we need to update that. We need to make sure we update our devices. So I have smart TV XYZ. How can I update this one? I will go online, search for the model, and search how can I update the firmware of my smart TV model XYZ 112, for example. So I will find the steps on YouTube, on Google search, on ChatGPT, any platform for search. Then you will find these steps. Follow the steps carefully, and you can upgrade your firmware or update the current one. Okay. My home Wi-Fi, I need to secure that. So I will try my best to change the routers to Wi-Fi 6 or 7, create different networks for different purposes like smart devices on a network or IoT, Internet of Things devices on a different network if I'm receiving guests many times. So it's a good idea to have guest network. So this means I can have 3 Wi-Fi networks, one for my family, one for smart devices, and one for guests. We have good practice also for the Wi-Fi. You can disable the SSID or the Wi-Fi identifier. So if I am in front of your house and trying to scan Wi-Fi networks, I should not see your network, because if I can see your network, this means I need the password. But if I cannot see it, so I cannot really attack it. I cannot attack something that I cannot reach or see or feel. We need password manager. Yes, any password manager will work, but secure this password manager with a complex password, and we back up our devices. Okay, any question in this area? Any question? Let me check the chat on my other screen. Wi-Fi passwords also stored locally on the devices like iPhone and can be accessed later. It depends, but if it's stored on the devices, it will be encrypted. Any suggestions on apps, programs to protect your laptop and computer? First important thing, answering this question, thank you, Alfia, for that. You update the current operating systems, and you update the current operating systems and you upgrade them. So if you have Windows 7 on your machine, change that to Windows 10 or 11. I would prefer 11. If you have old Mac operating systems, update that. For your phone, make sure you update the system of your phone, whether it's Android or iPhone or whatever system you're using. These are the most common ones. So make sure you update your devices, back up them, and also use antivirus. Use antivirus with Microsoft. They have built-in antivirus, which is fine. It works fine for most users. But also there is a firewall there, Windows firewall enabled. So you don't need much to install on your machine. You need to have password manager. You need to have the authenticator. You need to have VPN for additional layer of security. How to hide your network so people can't see it. From the router panel, control panel of the router, you hide SSID. So this is from the router. So we need to access the router.
Sorry. Sorry to interrupt. Is the Trend Micro a good security software? I haven't researched it.
It is good, but please double check the owner nowadays, the company. Is it from a trustworthy country or not? So
yeah, my concern as well.
Yeah. So double check on that, because nowadays things are changing fast, very, very fast. So I joined late. Can we have the list of password managers here? Any password manager will work for you. So any common ones, just install one you like. You can try a couple of them. You can let me try to go to this one, this slide. Sorry. I will show you the slide to answer your question. Just a moment. So you have the examples I have there. You can use anything else. You can use any of them or anything else. It's up to you. So Bitwarden, 1Password, Apple Password Manager. If you are using Apple products, Google Password Manager. The other three, so Apple will work on Apple products only. The other three works on any other products or platforms. So this is for the password manager. The password manager will create a complex password for you, unique password per service, and you don't need to remember the password, so it will fill it or fill your login details automatically. So you don't need to remember everything. You need to remember only one password to unlock the password manager, and definitely it has to be a complex one and something no one can guess. So not your pet name or not your address or not your date of birth, because if I'm your friend, I know all of that. Right? So yeah. So thank you for your questions. Any other questions? I don't see any other questions, but feel free to publish the questions. Again, this is the action plan we need to do. And there are some resources you can check. cyber.gov.eu, really good resource. scamwatch.gov.eu. Have I been boned? Also a good website to check your emails. Good idea to protect yourself and your family. It's really important. And share this knowledge. So you learned something today. I hope so. So please share that with others. And step by step, we can be more safe and secure. Inshallah. Sorry. We will. Oh, thank you. No problem. We will make every effort to share this recording on our social media platforms. I will also ask the team to upload that to our YouTube channel for Education in Need. Our YouTube channel is mentioned there. So we have some useful videos there, so that the session recording will be uploaded again to our Council of Imams, WA, social media platforms, and also on our Education in Need Australia YouTube channel. Yeah, Any question? Any more questions? Thank you everyone for your time and attending today. Thank you for the input. Thank you for sharing your ideas, thoughts, suggestions, and attending here. جزاكم الله خير, and I will see you again inshallah in other sessions. All the best inshallah. جزاكم الله خير. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.